Honored to be here. I brought with me coworker Aaron Croft. This is an honor. We've met a lot of people here, and there is a lot of collective wisdom here. And I just want to share a little bit about what we do, and really kind of a direction. Not so much just pitching what our company does, but what the direction that we see and we feel things need to go. And I'll be as brief as I can with this. So a very quick background about me and my company. We started in 2007. I was a dump truck driver, turned to school for driving shuttle bus because I had my CDL. It was the best paying job up there. And this turned out to be something that I did on the side, which someone offered money to buy the product that I had done, and then quit my day job. 2008, terrible time to start a business, I found out. But at any rate, we're here and we've been doing great ever since. So this is a great little picture here. You know, we believe that technology greatly enhances the experience for all users. A lot of talk today about Uber. I was surprised to hear so much about it. I shouldn't be, I guess, but they're doing a lot of interesting things, and what's setting them apart really is their technology. Their technology, it looks good, it functions well, and it's easy. And I want to talk about that today. Where we see things going is you have to meet the customer, your clients, where they are. Whether it's at their home, in transit, on their phone, in the shuttle, at the airport, every place you need to have some sort of technology. I'm speaking from a technology standpoint, obviously. But you need to have something that's reaching out to them in each one of these places. The two main questions that we always have people ask, and when we say what do we do, we say, you know, we tell you where the bus is, and we tell you where it is and when it's going to get to you. You know, we want to make it easy. Those two questions are probably the two biggest concerns that people have, and I'm going to step away from the payments and the cost and that for now. But those outside of the cost, these are the two biggest questions that people have when they want to use transit that's not their own car. I guess that didn't quite translate over to PowerPoint, right? So how do you do that? A couple ways that we do it, and then this is a big, big push in the industry, is real-time GPS tracking. Real-time GPS tracking can be done from numerous different devices inside the vehicle, whether it's a tablet, a smartphone, a dedicated GPS device. All of those can provide real-time information of where the bus is right now and time estimates. This is an example from a hotel in the San Francisco area, and they have two shuttles running all day long, and they show exactly where they are right now, up to the second, and all the times to the different terminals. That is one way, and that's a way you can reach them on their computer at home. And we'll come back to another way that company uses it. Mobile apps. This is an example of another one that's being used at the Oakland airport. Mobile apps are definitely the way to go. Everybody's on their phone. Everyone's looking at it all the time. Facebook, Twitter, all that fun stuff. And you need to have a presence there. One of the things that sets, again, Uber apart is their app looks really, really good, and it's really easy to use. And one of the things that we're doing as well is we're trying to put display monitors out there in the environment for the customers. This is an example of a display signage at a big cancer research center down at the University of Texas Health Science Center, MD Anderson. They have shuttles running around that campus all day long, and they have these posted at most of their major buildings, and it makes it very easy, just like you're coming off your airplane, and you can look up and you can see what the scheduled times are or what the estimated times are for the next bus getting there, and for whatever routes that come through there. If I flip back to the other slide with that hotel, they actually put these up in their lobby with a big sign right there at the entranceway that shows where the shuttles are. QR codes. QR codes are they're interesting. People kind of know what they are, but they don't know what to do with them. They're these fuzzy squares, and you do scan them. But from a customer standpoint, you can do some neat things with them. It's essentially a barcode that can take them somewhere and do something useful. People know how to use them, are great, but a lot of people it's confusing. And I'll bring up the next thing here, and I actually brought one of these with me. iBeacons or beacons, if you've ever seen them. They're very tiny. Matter of fact, that's one right there, and there's one that's even smaller than that right there. This is a big difference that we're going to see happen. information getting pushed or nudged out to the customer. As you get off the airplane, and depending on what's allowed at the different airports or in your shuttle, these beacons can be placed about anywhere. So let me flip forward to a page here. I was going to walk through, for the sake of time, I'll skip to this part here. I'm going to walk through what my experience was to get here and with our airport parking. So we booked it. We called them up. I'll do the old-fashioned way. We booked it over the phone. We got there. We waited in the parking lot, waited for the shuttle to come pick us up. And we didn't know where it was. We got to the airport, got dropped off here, called the shuttle company, hey, where are you? Can you come pick me up? We wait there, see several shuttles that go by that we thought was ours, and it wasn't. And eventually it picked us up and came here. That whole experience can change. And we've seen great examples of that happening, and that's fantastic. But just to go through a few other examples that could happen here, the mobile apps and the websites are fantastic to have people have it on their phone or on their computer in front of them. But just imagine if we got to the parking lot when I came from Salt Lake City on this, and I pulled up there to the lot, and I was standing next to where the bus was supposed to pick me up, and a beacon was there. That beacon could have done a couple things. It could have notified the shuttle driver, or maybe was I pulled by it before that, hey, you got to go pick this person up. When I walk onto the vehicle, the beacon tells the app, hey, give a good welcome to this person with a notification, and tell them there's a drink in the cooler right there next to you. It also does something for administrators, and that is the timestamping. A lot of the problems with the traditional apps and the website is it does require things to happen from the user standpoint. You can still program those things in, but with beacons, if people opt in to those services on the app, then things happen automatically. So when you get to the stop, it'll timestamp when they were there. It'll timestamp when they walk on the bus, and you know how long that person waited. That could have been at the parking lot. Now, while I'm on the shuttle bus, one of the things that we've been pushing is Wi-Fi on the buses. Not for long routes are better for this, so people can use it, but Wi-Fi that enables different devices on the bus to use that internet connection. For example, if we went back to the display sign that we showed, as I sit down, I could use my phone to see where the bus is and where I am, but I also could have a display sign that said, here you are on this bus. Here's your estimated time of arrival to Terminal 1, Terminal 2, Terminal 3, and by the way, these are the Delta Terminal, the Southwest Terminal, the American Airlines Terminal. And it could be right there, right in front of them, without them having to pull their phone out. And if you did it reverse, getting back off the airport, the same thing. The beacons can then push that kind of information. And the one thing I wanted to emphasize in closing was, the technology really is going to be meeting them where they are, and using that technology to leverage your competitive advantage. Uber and those other companies that are kind of mixing it up in the transportation space are using that to their advantage. This technology is kind of scary to some people, but I can say from our standpoint as a company, it is not nearly as scary as you think, and very, very affordable. Some things happen on monthly basis for less than $100 a vehicle. You can have this on your system that does almost all of this. For my shameless plug for my company, if you guys want to have a little more information and specifics, we'll be outside the store here. But I know that this is the direction that this industry needs to move in. It needs to be able to compete on that technology level and meet those customers where they are. And I appreciate all your time today. Thank you.